All right. It actually went live. Good deal. Good deal, man. Because I was sitting there like, man, I hope it actually does finish linking up. And it did. It did. Oh, man. If you have seen the caption here on this live, man, well, not the caption, but if you get into the chat and you look and you see the pinned message, man, you already know what time it is, man. This is a little bit of a later than normal live, man. And part of the reason why is because it has been a horrible football day. At least for the teams, man. It's been a horrible day for I'm a diehard LSU fan, alma mater, and that sucked. To go down to Ole Miss today, and my girl, she's, oh, man, big Georgia Bulldogs fan. They went down too, so. Man, it looks like they said three of the top five teams in the country went down today. So I kind of don't feel as bad about it because we had company going down, but at the same time, man, sucks. It sucks, man, when your team is one of the teams that go down, man. It really does. But hey, it is what it is. Get to these fragrances and things like that to kind of lighten me up a little bit, man. What's going on, Joel? Joel, sin of the day was untamed my Greek lover. Sunday sin of the day will be Carner Barcelona Fig Man. Oh man, that sounds good, man. Joel, I think I told you about this the other day when we talked about we were talking about the Isola Blue and how that Rosala autograph was that interpretation. And you just got it in, and you were kind of messing around with it, man. Hey, look, I went ahead and was like, you know what? Let's get it. Let's see what's going on with it. So this is the guy right here, man. Rosala autograph, because I am such a lover of the Isola Blue. Man, I gotta say, this is a damn good interpretation of it. This is a damn good interpretation. It kind of came across a little bit sweeter to my nose at first, but for some reason, as I haven't even put a full wear on it. I've just been trying to throw it on the arm, and so far, man, I am really digging this a lot. Tomorrow is probably gonna be my first full wear on it, so we'll see how it goes, man. But this is one that I've been kind of spraying on the arm a little bit just to kind of get it in the air and see what it is. I did that with a couple of them, man. That one and this guy right here. This is the ARMAF Tropical Collection Bahamas here, which is actually Bahamas was my scent of the day today. Now I got to try to find the atomizer here because I'm actually about to spray it. But this, I hear people keep saying, or keep seeing people say Summer Hammer. This ain't Summer Hammer, man. This is not. This is not. This is a very, let's say if you could take Summer Hammer, some of the DNA from Summer Hammer, some of the DNA from like an Invictus flanker, and then you impart that with a little bit of Thomas Cosmala Neon number 4 with that melon, the way the melon presents in there. And you get this. This is a salty, melon heavy style of fragrance in the opening. As it kind of loses a little bit of the melon heavy fruit, it still remains kind of tropical fruity going further into the dry down, but you get a good bit of the saltiness, aquatic nature in here to go along with that fruity tropical vibe. It does get a little bit sultry as it kind of goes into the dry down. I think that's kind of the ambergris kind of, kind of playing a part in here. But man, it's really nice. It's they released it, and I said this on a live earlier today. They released it like maybe 2-3 months late. Because if they would have dropped this at the beginning of summer, I think it would have been really nice. I am not so far on that first wearing today. I think I am going anosmic to it because I it's a little harder to pick up as it goes into like that third, fourth hour. I thought it was just fading off, but I encountered a couple of people who were still giving me compliments on it around that 5 and 6 hour. So that lets me know that it's still there during that time. I'm just not picking it up as much. The Odyssey line, I tend to go a little bit nose blind to anyway. I'm like that with Odyssey Aqua. I was like that with the other one, the Odyssey, it's the other watery, fresh one. I was like that with that one. So I am thinking that that's what's going on here. This is another one though. I think that as it matures, I think it's going to get stronger. This is perfect for summers. And in spring, I think probably a little warmer spring days. Not sure how well it's going to play as far as like in the fall, but I'm looking forward to putting this in a drawer and letting this go and mature until next summer. Man, that's gonna be a monster. Really, I like this a lot though. I still gonna put a few words on it. I'm gonna do the full review and everything on it. But so far, I really do like it a lot. I do. It's really good. And that Rosala, man, I just from the few sprays I've had of it, digging it. I'm really digging it, man. Let's see. Giving me thumbs up good. Kicks, my guy, Kicks Griffey in the building. Said today, Precious Liquids Aqua. Ooh, that's one I gotta put my bro. So Precious Liquids, I gotta get into that house, man. I smelled blue agave a couple of weeks ago. I was already kind of a fan of the God, what is it? Shoot. Can't remember the name of it now. Not blue agave, it's the other one. The why I keep wanting to say salt and pepper. But yeah. But that one sounds good. I've seen the notes on that one. I think I'm gotta put my nose on that. See, my last purchase, Miller A. Berto, like an Egyptian, just got stuck in Canada. New strike. I'll receive it whenever. Oh man, yeah. So here's the thing with that. Unfortunately, I feel like that's gonna be kind of the reality for a lot of us fragrance lovers. Is we're gonna have a little bit of an issue with a lot of these our international stuff. So far, Fragflex / Fragrance Buy hasn't really had any issues. The transition for me was kind of seamless, to be honest. They did carry over some of my points as well over to Fragflex. But some of the other sites we probably have some issues with. I'm hoping that a lot of that stuff gets resolved soon. Fingers crossed, But man, somebody was asking me earlier, where I've been, and I was like, man, I've been everywhere. I've been doing way too much stuff, just everywhere, man, and just hadn't had a chance to get on and do anything, man. But the crazy part is that I've been recording videos, just not really posting, because I hadn't had time to sit down and edit and do all that kind of stuff. Even though editing for me is kind of soft edit anyway, but you can tell in some of the videos that I'm about to drop that it was a lot of just kind of, hey, I'm just gonna sit down, talk about the fragrance, throw it out. Sit down, talk about the fragrance, throw it out. No real editing going on. I might add a music track, and that's all it. Because of time has been a constraint for me this last couple of weeks or so. Like a couple weeks ago, I dropped like 5 videos in a row, and that was literally because I had the same constraints. So I was just like literally, those are like real soft launch type videos where it's not a whole lot of editing involved. That's what you're about to get with these. So, Mo, what's going on, Mo? Welcome to Mo's, as Randy would say. Man, we late in this bitch, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. I am on the late night creep right now, man. Just I was watching a lot of coverage of my Tigers, man, and of my wife's Bulldogs, and hell, a lot of the other games that were on, man. Just out here, man. I'm a huge football fan, so whenever I get the chance to actually have one of those football days, I take full advantage of it, man. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Although my Tigers they took an L today, man. Sucks, really sucks, but it's a long season, man, and we can still make the playoff. As long as we make the playoff, LSU is going to be a dangerous team, man. The defense is going to be amazing. It's just a matter of fact of how we can get our offense moving right now. That's been the big issue. Let's see. Mo said Joe holding down the fort. Yeah, Joe will be everywhere. I was like, man, I'm getting on late. Ain't nobody gonna be here. And the first person that popped up was Joel. Hey, what's happening? Racket Club, what's going on? What is happening, man? What is happening? Oh man, let's see. Senator Day, Latafa Opulent Dubai. Nice one. Nice one. I just did my did a Latafa video actually before I logged on to the live. That was the other thing I was doing here while I was watching a lot of the sports coverage and all that. I still have my guy Matt Moscona on TV right now, man, talking about LSU football, their post show, Whiskey and Wine. I didn't get to watch the whole post show. But while I was doing that, man, I recorded a top 5 Latafa fall fragrances, like some stuff to put on the radar, man. Just some not your average stuff. I got a couple of them that I threw on there that I think people are gonna enjoy, man, that actually have come down in price points since they first got introduced. So looking forward to putting that video out. And then I actually have a tag video that I'm gonna be doing here or putting out this week, which is the top fragrance from 3 different houses. So I'm going to, do the fragrance from French Avenue that I can't, that's going to be my top one. If I had to get rid of all the other ones, that's the one I keep. The one from Polo is actually one of the other ones I'm doing. Mancera is one of the ones that I'm doing. And I may end up doing Latafa as the other one. I think I'm going to actually do 4. So yeah. Let's see. Major Davis said Colorado just lost another one. Yeah, I'm okay with that. No, I'm not a Colorado hater per se, no, but yeah, man, I was one of those people that was kind of turned off by the amount of coverage that they were getting in this last year. And some of the antics, not even gonna lie, not the antics of Dion or all of them, but some of the antics that were going on around the program, and the way that ESPN was kind of painting certain things, I just wasn't a fan of. So yeah, but that being said, I hate that they did that. I think they need to find out the identity of that team. Like right now, they don't really have, from what I've seen and watched from them, they don't seem to have like okay, this is us, this is what we're doing. The other thing, and this is the elephant in the room. Dion will only be as good as the staff that he puts around him. And you can say that about a lot of coaches who are game manager style coaches. The problem is Dion's not a game manager style of coach. His clock management skills are atrocious. What was it last week where even the commentators were like, bro, why are you not taking the time out? Y'all can score. And they're just like letting the time drain down. And it's like, well, wait, what is going on? And they end up losing the game because they run out of time. There's time that they could have, called a timeout. There's no reason you should end the game where you're that close in the game and you still have timeouts in your pocket. But anyway, Let's see. I said, just got Swiss Arabia Soul Bali. So good and unique. Yeah, I got to get Soul Bali, man. That's another one. I like that a lot, but I need to get it. The Swiss Arabian's another underrated house, man. I love, I keep it up there all the time. That Shakaf Udaz Rock, that Honey Oud inspiration. That stuff's good, man. I like that one a little better because the oud comes across as more like a little bit more animalistic in that one. It's real good, man. And the toffee one that I smelled that one, I really like that a lot. That velvet tonka one that they have, that one's really nice. Yeah, I like Swiss Arabian, man. So I got to actually put my nose on some more stuff. Major Davis said exactly 100. Ragged Club said Dion effed up the clock on the last drive tonight. Oh, so I didn't even watch. I didn't even finish watching that game. So he effed up the clock. Bro, that's how real it is. Me not even watching the game and being able to peg what's going on with him and his coaching style. That says a lot. The fact that it was a clock issue again tonight. It's something that you can't have happen. So at some point, you can't look at the coaches around you. You got to look at you, because you are the captain of that ship. They can't. They're looking to you for guidance, and if they're looking for you to you for guidance, and you're not giving them guidance per se, that tends to be an issue when you've got a offensive staff, a defensive staff. You're the game manager. Perfect example of that, man. When LSU won their national championship, a lot of people like to talk about Coach O, right? That loud, boisterous kind of guy. He was a game manager and he was kind of the personality of the team, kind of like what Dion is for Colorado. He's got a solid offensive coordinator, a solid defensive coordinator. Your job is to actually be kind of the personality of the team, but also to be able to manage that game, man. And even if you got to have a clock guy next to you, you got to do that. I know Coach O had one for a little while. That's something you got to do. And if you can't do that, it can cause problems, man. It can. And don't think that a 19, 20-year-old that's in the middle of these games, these kids know football too. They see what's going on. So, yeah, man. Says truly unfortunate. It's true unfortunate. Yeah, yeah. Mo said racket is very nice, semi-fruity, minerally aquatic vibe. And as it dries down, you get sandalwood and incense. Oh, yeah. See, that's what I need. I need that in my life. Let's see, that sounds like a banger. Can you pull it up in the fall as well? Yes, he did. Unfortunately, again, you're talking about Deion. Yeah. Yeah, I think that he has to get rid of the OC though. Maybe because I still think that offense could run a lot better than what it does. But hey. But yeah, man, I really am kind of enjoying the wearing experience on this, man. So we're gonna have some warm days coming up here in Atlanta. So I still got a couple more days to wear this. And the Risala, this I am so excited about getting a good full wear on this, man. Oh man, and like I said, it's really close. I got the Solar Blue decant over there right now because I've been babysitting that thing for a while now. And just hesitating on buying a full bottle because it's so expensive. This one not only scratches the itch, but I think that it actually price value to what it does. They did this really, really well. They did it really, really well. The other one, there's a couple of them I'm gonna be kind of transitioning into fall fragrances, man. There's another one that we're gonna be rocking with here in a little bit. This guy right here, this is the I think I talked about it on live today. This is the Soir Sadur from Arabia Prestige. This is a take on the Oud Cadenza from Maison Crivelli. It's a little bit smoother take on it, and not really smoother as in. I think it's a little bit from. It seems to me that it's not quite as animalistic as far as like oud goes, but they dosed the leather in here, man. They really dosed it. And as much as I love the smell of this, it's strong. By the way, this is the bottle. Arabia Prestige. Excuse me. This is a great winter scent. Great. Like it scratches all my itches when it comes to like it's powerful, it's leathery, it's got like this sweet fruity tone that's like perfectly balanced into this on top of that animalic style of leather. It's more animatic leather than it is a animatic oud, so there's a slight difference between the two. This definitely goes leather heavy, right? Um, but it's smooth. And that's the thing about this one. I feel like this one's a lot smoother. Coco Morado is the other inspiration of that, but I don't find Coco Morado nearly as smooth. This is super smooth. I like it a lot. My wife was like, smell like Band-Aids. Anything that has oud in it, my wife says smell like Band-Aids. Leather, then there's Ladanum, smells like Band-Aids. The new Blue de Chanel smells like Band-Aids to her. So, but yeah, man, like this is one of those fragrances that I love the DNA, but it's strong, bro. I sprayed it on a strip earlier, and I left it in the room where my wife was, and when I walked back in that room was lit off that strip. This was going to be a challenging wear because the dosing. And when I say dosing, when I refer to dosing, what I mean is, the amount of sprays and all that kind of stuff, right? So I dosed with this one probably about 4 sprays. I could get, this is probably going to be one where it's literally one here, may put one on the back of the neck, or one here, and then one here. I don't even want to do one here, right? I mean, when I say here, I'm talking about like towards the back of the shoulder. I don't know if I want to do that because I think it's going to be too powerful. So this may just literally be a one here, and one to the back of the neck. It's powerful. Just from what I've experienced so far, this is one that'll beat you up. You'll go nose blind to it quick. I don't even think you go nose blind to it. It'll just beat your nose up. And it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I like it. I like it a lot. I haven't worn it yet, but I keep smelling it. And it's gorgeous, but man, it's powerful. This is powerful. I like the bottle too. It's just hefty looking and all that good stuff. But it's powerful, man. Let's see. Joe said, happy you love it. La Falcon Rosala Orthograph. Yep, this is it autograph or is it autograph? This is orthograph. So this is autograph. Yeah, there is an orthograph. Is there not though? Like I know there's the autograph, but is there not an orthograph as well? I could swear there is an orthograph too. Let's see. Mo said I sampled 2 standouts that made me buy a list: Electimus Astrium Nova and G&B Tales of Amber. So I've been hearing so much about Tales of Amber, and I really do want to go ahead and put my nose on it. From what I've heard, my guy Walt, man, Fat Boy Finesse, we were having a conversation about it, and he was saying that he likes it a lot, but it's just not for him. Like he's like, it's not one that I would actually wear. It's a little bit too much into the ambery, floral old man kind of vibe, and I'm like, it might be. That might, but I like that again. Those are my things. I kind of like those fragrances sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. Racket Club said, "What is this again, Gator? Which one? Which one are we talking about?" So are we talking about this the Arabia Prestige? Prestige? That light is crazy. This is called Soir Sedur, by the way. Um, I love that bottle. There's something about it that's just like durable, it's manly. And this is a manly scent too, man. This is manly. Um, by the way, you're in the chat, man. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Don't cost you anything to hit the like button. Hey, you can hit the share button as well. Do that, man. Do that. Let's see, late game. What's going on? See, say me this good. What's happening with you, bruh? What is happening? Sterling Wade said, "What's a good fragrance for a business meeting? Then dinner party where I will stand out." So there's a lot of fragrances you can go with on that. As far as like a business meeting, I prefer to go blues when we're talking about business meetings, right? So if you're going to do a business meeting, I would say, let's go personally. This is just personally here. I tend to gravitate to this one a lot more than just the standard like blue. This is low 7 cobalt. This is a fresh business office kind of blue with a little bit of a smokiness to it, right? So it actually has this brightness, but at the same time, and it's a clean, bright shower jelly, but that smokiness in here kind of adds a little bit of a depth, a little bit of a dimension to it. It gives you a little bit more of an interesting wear, especially in the air. It's not an overpowering fragrance. It's something that's going to kind of keep close to you. It's going to get you a nice little scent bubble, so you're not overpowering the people that are in the room with you, but it has enough of a sillage going on there to where people will smell you. Definitely. This is a really good one for that style of, like, when you're talking about business meetings and stuff. Now, that's just me personally. I like that style of fragrance for that, but you could also go with something that's going to be a little bit more fresh, a little bit more airy. I like this guy right here. This is a cheap one. People are like, well, I dropped one of my decant things, but this guy right here, this is probably the one that was for this one. Yep, it is. It's in here somewhere. I'll get it. This is Celestia Blue. Now, this is an interpretation of, let's see if it'll get there. There we go. This is an interpretation of Office for Men from, Jeremy Fragrance's line. This is a really good interpretation of that fragrance. As a matter of fact, Office for Men basically is like a bergamot and ambroxan, basically. And that's what this is. This is just a fresh, clean bergamot and ambroxan push in here. Lasts for a good while, man. This is almost all day on the fragrance here. And it just pushes clean. It just pushes clean, airy, and it just has this kind of underpinned masculine vibe to it, man. This is really, really good. I would say, and it's not very expensive at all. I mean, you can get this for like less than 25, and you're in that 25-30 range, actually, depending on where you're getting it from. But gorgeous fragrance, lasts a long time. And, hey, this is actually a really good office fragrance. I mean, it's based on Office for Men, so I guess it would need to be a pretty good office fragrance. Now, where did I drop that decant? It's in here somewhere. I know I'll find it eventually if I don't do that. Now, another one too, and this is one that's fairly new to the collection. This one is stunning though. People don't hype up Coach a lot because they're like, oh, it's Coach. It's Coach. Bro, I actually have the review coming out on this one this week, right? Think a more like mature Dior Sauvage, not like Elixir, not like Licorice, different style of DNA, but think like a Dior Sauvage, but for the grown ass men. Like Dior Sauvage, when you spray this on, it gives you like confidence. It gives you not just confidence, but it gives you like a mature feel. It gives you like a boss feel. This is Coach for Men EDP. This is the new EDP that they dropped this year, man. This is really, really good. I've worn this quite a few times now, and man, there's something about this, especially in an office setting, that just speaks like, oh, I'm running this one. I'm running this. This one. This is really, really good, man. But it's still not like old man. It's mature, but it's not old man. Still has just a little bit enough of that youthfulness to it that'll make it like very, very mass appealing. I didn't even want to say what I was gonna say, but I'll just say very mass appealing. Now where did I put? I know it dropped somewhere. It's down here somewhere. I'm gonna get it eventually. But those are just a few, man. I think that either one of those, man, will make it happen, man. Either one of those. And you can actually rock those out after the business meeting. You say then dinner party where I will stand out. Dinner parties, man. A lot of things you can do for dinner parties, man. I am a really partial one to this one. This is new in the collection as well, too. This is Carolina Herrera. And that's a fingerprint magnet. Because you'll see when I put the bottle up to the screen here. This is Carolina Herrera VIP. Oh, this is 212 VIP Black Elixir. Now, this bottle is just, it's a nice little bottle here. What you're getting basically is a freshness from the lavender in here, but the top, it has this really like underpinned fruitiness from the licorice. It's got like a black licorice. Now, a lot of people don't realize that black licorice is actually derived from an anise, which is more of like a woody kind of vibe. So it has this really, it's not like sweet candy licorice. It does have a little bit of a sweetness to it, but it gives you more of a woody vibe as you go down into the dry down on this thing. Little bit, just a tad little bit powdery, but it's not overly powdery as it goes into the dry down. This is gorgeous when you're dealing with like a dinner party setting, because it has a scent trail that is out of this world on this thing. That being said, this fragrance is also a lot stronger than you would think it is. It's easy to go anosmic to this one. It is very easy to go anosmic to it. I sprayed it on the first time I wore it to work. I sprayed it. I did my normal spray routine, and I was like, okay, I smell it a little. I smell it. It's cool. But then, man, I was like, give me a little refresher before I go into the office, because I had like a 2-hour ride that morning. So I just sprayed it once here, walked in the building. One of my coworkers was like, man, I smelled it before you came in the building. Like, I smelled you before you came in. It literally pushed in front of you when you were walking in. It's powerful. And I realized after that, I wore it a couple times after that, I realized that without me doing any refreshing or anything like that, it was lasting somewhere in that range of about 9 hours on my skin. It was a skin scent probably for that last 2 hours or so, but it still had a decent sillage, even though it was more of a skin scent. So just keep that in mind. When you first spray it on, you may not feel like it's projecting arm's length, but it is definitely projecting arm's length for 1.5 to 2 hours at least. Kind of shrinks into like a smaller little scent bubble here within that first 3 to 4 hours. So man, this is a really good one if you want to impress at the dinner party. Now, depending on what time of year it is, when you're talking about dinner parties, I would say another good one that you would really want to wear for like an impression at a dinner party is this guy right here. This is another new one. This is the Nitro Elixir. Now, I call this that good soap, because it does give, that lavender in here does give kind of a soapy vibe. The lavender in here is sharper than the fragrance that it's actually inspired by, which is the YSL L'Absolu. YSL Myself L'Absolu. It's inspired by that one, but the dry down, the opening is different. The dry down is different. The opening in the original is a little bit more fruity forward with a little bit of the plumminess in there. This one, not so much. Although you could kind of pick it up as muted in the background. But on this one, the thing I like is that it does get soapy when it goes into the dry down. The lavender is a little bit sharper, so it is a distinctive fragrance as it goes into the dry down compared to what the Myself L'Absolu is. That being said, super clean, has a great sillage, and it will definitely turn heads, which is the thing that you want when you're talking about dinner parties and things like that. Now, last one I'm gonna kind of throw at you because I know I done said a whole bunch of them to you right quick. But when we're talking about dinner parties and stuff like that, something that I always want something that's gonna be kind of like a low key stunner type of fragrance. And this one is that this is 8 Bob Egypt. Now, this one is not as, less expensive as some of the other ones is, or are. Some of the other ones is. This is for a more mature guy, though. This has a lot of nutmeg, other spices in here. This fougere, but it gives this really gorgeous sillage, man. Like when it's in the air, people turn heads, man, because it's got the type of notes, the spices that are in here that make people look and be like, who is that? It's another one that has boss tendencies to it. When you smell this, you know you're dealing with somebody who bought their business. When you're dealing with this one, though, it does have a very high compliment factor, especially when you're in intimate settings. So just beware of that. It's not an awesome projector. It gives you probably about arm's length for the first hour, and then it kind of rolls in. But this is another one where the sillage is the king on this. The sillage lasts all day, and it is a gorgeous little sillage to it, man. In the air, the way those spices play and that freshness from the florals, gorgeous, man. 8 Bob Egypt, man. You don't miss with it. You don't miss with it. Trust me. All right. That was a whole bunch of them, I guess. I hope I ain't talk y'all to death. All right, let's see. Joe said, gotta go. Back working for 5 minutes. Take care. Smell good. Joe, man, I appreciate you stopping in, man. See, I say that Rosala autograph pretty good? Yes. Meech. Yes. Yes. If you like a Solar Blue and the Solar Blue is way off price point, I pick up just a tad, just the slightest little hair more sweetness on this one, but just a tad. And I haven't even put a full wear on it. When I put the full wear on it, I'll know for sure if it has that slight bit more sweetness. But man, just on the arm and just being able to walk around with it and let that thing waft. And it's a wafter. This was a wafter. Like it gets in the air, bro, and it sticks. Yeah. Fresh, clean, gorgeous, man. I think it's one of those fresh cleans that's good for like warm weather, but I think it's a good transitional fresh clean too. So just saying. Major Day said, when are we going to be able to buy that French Avenue Blonde Amber Inspiration here in the States? I don't know. I'm looking forward to it because French Avenue usually does a pretty good job when it comes to stuff like that. Bro, my last French Avenue video, by the way, I was talking about, and I'm gonna post it this week. Oh, it's right here. I was talking about this, right? The Royal Blend Sequoia. Now I've had Royal Blend Sequoia about 4 or 5 months. Probably it's been a long time. I've had this thing a long time, and I just now am doing a review for it. And I had to re-record the video like 5, 6 times because every time that I would start talking about the video, I went on a tangent about how French Avenue is such a good fragrance house, but they fuck up the booze in every fragrance that they have. Like, I go into this whole diatribe on it, and it's almost like unintentionally doing it. But every video, it just kept going into this, and I was like, bro, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta cut something. I gotta do whatever, but I can't talk about it. I like this fragrance a lot. It's not, I don't like it nearly as much as the original, because the original has more of the booziness. It has a little bit more of the richness from that oak. It has the raspberry. They hit the raspberry in here though. They did a damn good job with that. They did impart a little bit of oak in here to kind of give it a little bit more depth than some of their other Royal Blend fragrance interpretations. Like Royal Blend Vintage just straight up pissed me off, because that was supposed to be not old fashioned. It was supposed to be single malt, and from Killian. And bruh, I wore single malt, and I was just like, this is some bullshit. I was like, this is some bull. Like, because it was missing the depth, and it was missing the booziness. By Killian is a house that focuses mostly on boozy notes. I mean, hell, Hennessy is part of that house. You know, that they're part of the name. So when you take, if you want to like do an inspired take on one of their fragrances, the thing you better get right is the boozy. And they don't. They just don't. But that being said, as a fragrance on its own and on its own merit, it's actually really good. It's gonna get some good wear in the fall. It really is. But if you're looking for, oh, I'm gonna get this instead of Paradise. Just saying. You might be a little bit like unimpressed. I'll just say it like that. And I keep looking down here because I keep being like, was it Rare Reef that dropped? Yeah. Because I keep being like, man, I want to put that back up there. That Celestia Blue. Because I know that was Celestia Blue that dropped. I already know. But I'll get it eventually. It probably dropped in here and I ain't even seen it, but whatever. Let's see. They said, does that Arabian Prestige smell like Oud Maracuja? No, it's actually Oud Cadenza. And I feel like Oud Cadenza, from what I remember of the smelling experience on that, I liked that one a lot. And it actually, this was actually close. I feel like it's, where, there it is. I feel like it's close to it. I feel like this one does come across a little bit more, I mean, as the sweetness goes, and I think this one actually is a little bit smoother. I think that the Oud Maracuja comes across a little bit more like wood heavy, in my opinion. It comes across a little bit more woody, like animalic oud. This one goes more leather than oud. So while that one's a little bit more woody and it comes across a little more, it's weird because if you get like a real oud, like a real animalic oud, like an actual wood has a tendency to come across an oud, a real oud, come across almost a little bit airy, right? When it's in the smell, it's animalic, but it's got almost kind of an airy underpinning in it. This one does not do that, and it's because they're using more of a leather forwarder, so it comes across a little bit more dense than the original does. That being said, man, there's something about it. That leatheriness is really nice. Strong as shit. Like, it is strong as shit. If you spray this in a room, it's gonna be in the room. Like, it lives in that room now. And if you ain't careful, it'll put your shit out on the front door, at the front door. It's that kind of fragrance. It's got that kind of appeal to it. But it's good. Let's see. Sterling Wade, $5, man. I appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. That is awesome. I'm just been talking, bro. Messed up the chat. Dang, what's going on? Say, where you been? Man, chilling. Just been working, been trying to get some stuff together, man. Just trying to knock things out, bro. You know, that's how it be, man. Life be life, and so you gotta life it. Still of the day, Hawas Ice. Hawas. Like Hawas, man. I'm not the biggest fan of all of them, but I like the DNA. Let's see. Dang, I was just looking at the Hawas Ice in Burlington. Should I cop that even though it's about to be fall soon? The good thing about Hawas Ice is that in the fall, the sweetness kind of carries in the air. And sometimes you can have a fragrance that is light and fresh that actually gives more of a crisp vibe when you're dealing with it in cooler weather. And so it kind of changes the personality of the fragrance a little bit when you do it in cool weather. I think Hawaii Ice isn't a bad fragrance for the cooler weather. I think it's more made for summer, but I think you could get away with it because it's sweet enough. You could get away with it in the fall. David Webster, what's going on, man? What is happening? What is happening? Dave was answering you too. Yes, sir. I had a cougar going crazy on me earlier. King of the jungle vibes. Shoot, Rack Club said you had him going crazy, bro. You had him going crazy, Dave. Shoot. Let's see. Rack Club said, "I trust your word." I'm not gonna lie, that Red Reef was one of my best purchases all year. Yeah, Dame was going hard for Red Reef, man, and I still like Red Reef a lot. I didn't have a chance to wear it recently, but I've still been looking at it. I'm like, I need to go ahead and get a good wear on it before the summer goes out. And people thought I didn't like the fragrance because I didn't like go completely nuts over it. I rarely go completely nuts over any fragrance. I mean, just being honest. Atlantis Extract is a perfect example of that. Didn't go completely crazy over it, but that's not saying that I don't think it's great. This is great. Like, this is great. This is actually a great fragrance. Like, man, compliment factor is high on this. Because the times I have worn it, you get that neck break look when you walk by somebody and their neck, pop. Like as soon as you walk by, all you hear is firecrackers, clack, 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 neck cracking. It's one of those types of fragrances. It's really really good. I just didn't. People were like, "Yo, bro, you just go." I had a guy in my comments, bro, that came in there, and I was like, the watermelon in this one, it doesn't come across as realistic as it does in the original. Not quite. It's still good, but it comes across a slight bit more candied. And this dude was like, "Man, you don't know what you're talking about, man. The watermelon comes across the exact same way as the other one. Matter of fact, this one's so much better. It's a banger, man." And I'm like, "Bro, calm down. Calm down. No, we ain't got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no big deal." I'm just saying, bro, because I was like, and then on the review, I was like, Like when I did the first impressions of it, I sprayed it on the strip. I was like, yeah, okay. And he was like, on the on the comment, he was like, "You said, huh? Man, you supposed to be blown away by that thing, man. That thing is amazing, bro. I don't understand how you just gonna go, huh? That ain't no fragrance. Huh? What?" I'm hunting at you. Like, bro, y'all taking this stuff way too serious. It ain't that. It's really not. But yeah, bro, I wasn't really even tripping on Rare Reef. I thought Rare Reef was great. It was the PR stuff that was going on with Rare Reef that had me tripping. Because there was obvious, there was this girl, and I referenced this one time before. There was this girl that ARMAF sent a PR package to. They sent her the Rare Reef and they sent her the Tarafi Electric, right? So she gets on there and talks about how Rare Reef is a better fragrance than Aventus. It's a better fragrance than this. And she's going through all of these. The people keep asking her different fragrances. She's like, Rare Reef's better fragrance. Rare Reef's a better fragrance. Triumph of Bacchus. Rare Reef's a lot better than Triumph of Bacchus. See, now you tripping, bro. See, now you doing the most. But this is also the same girl who did a video where she was naming all of her favorite imagination clones. And she was like, Tarafi Electric is 95% close to imagination. It is the best imagination clone on the market. Hey, it took everything in me not to go in the comments, bro. But sometimes you just gotta leave people like that alone. Just be like, you know what? All right, bro. All right, cool. Okay, cool. But yeah, I like Rare Reef, man. I think Rare Reef's awesome, man. Let's see, Gator, can I buy a decant of some of these joints? Yeah, man. Send me an email. Send me an email. I do it. My guy Lou, he was in the chat earlier, man. Lou Dizzle. I usually have like a little price thing. It's like $4 per. And you send me an email, I send you over the little price sheet and everything. It's at gator@thenoviceknows.net. If you get on there, it's gator@thenoviceknows.net. Somebody write that out. I'll pin it in the chat. And I'll send over the little price sheet and all that kind of stuff. I did it for Ricky Garrett. I think he was in here earlier. I did it for him too. So yeah, I had a website that I was working on and still working on. The website's gonna be up soon. So because I want people to be able to say, okay, well, I feel good about buying because Gator will do a review on it, and then he also sells the decants for like a good price, like $4 most of the time for a 2 mil. So, let's see. Man, now I want to spray my decant of Egypt. Egypt's good, bro. It's one of those fragrances when you wear it, you feel important. You feel like, oh, I'm walking into an environment where people are gonna be looking at me to be the man. You know what I'm saying? Say, Rack, and I got a strong feeling Rare Reef still gonna be going crazy in fall and winter. My bottle about gone. Bro, which is nuts. Hey, Rare Reef is an interesting one for the winter. I mean, for the fall. I don't know about winter as much, but I think fall it still has some usability. I think it definitely does. It's a Rack Club, I believe, because the other night it was a little chilly and it was hitting a little different. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so that's what I was just kind of talking about with the Hawass Ice. Is that when you have a fragrance personality that's usually kind of a lighter, kind of vibe, summery vibe, something about like a little bit of a chill in the air changes the profile, changes the personality of that thing, and gives it kind of almost like a crispness and an airiness, especially fragrances that have like a mint of some kind in it or like a really like tart style of citrus. Bruh, it takes it almost like it ices the DNA, gives it a whole new feel, man. Hey, Frenchies go crazy in the cold. Yeah, I got a video that I'm dropping about like cold weather freshies in a little bit. Latafa Pisa is on that video, and if y'all have never experienced Latafa Pisa, y'all need to. Like, it's one of those fragrances that for the fall, like as it gets into cooler weather, it's a fragrance that it's got a little bit of that Bulgari Tiger DNA in there. But man, it's something about the way that thing plays in cooler weather that's just like, oh, it's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. Let me see. Yeah, y'all was just saying the same thing I was doing. David Webster said, some fragrances with men are cool in nature do well in cold weather. Yeah, y'all look, I'm behind in the chat, but I'm with y'all in spirit. Because y'all saying the same thing I was saying. Said Gator, I think the travel frame is behind that machine, if not just to be on the floor. It may be, bro, because if it's not on the floor, then it's definitely, I mean, if it's not behind here, then it's on the floor. It might be on the floor now, but that's cool. It's something I could pick up fairly quickly here. If it ain't right there, it might have just rolled under the under my rack, but that's cool. I got like a little wheel rack right here that for some reason my wheel rack seems to be yeah, I think it's behind there because it's stuck. So yeah, it's behind there. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of these little things around here right now, man. It's crazy because I was gonna sign them all to each one because I've got bags of them everywhere. Like I got this one, I got a huge one down here in the bottom. I keep all of my stuff in the decant all of my stuff like that. So yeah. Let's see. Neck break effect is real. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Jeff, what's going on, man? Like, right? Because they're not yeah, bro. Some folks be going hard, bro, in the comments behind fragrances that they don't like and they like, and not like Dame. Dame is a proponent of fragrances, right? So if he smells something and he likes it, he'll be like, man, I'm telling you, bro, this is great. This is good and great. You know what I'm saying? It's never like, man, oh pussy, bro. You know, like this dude. I gotta look up the name in the chat. He was literally like, bruh, as soon as you said that the watermelon, oh, I got this little thing popping. As soon as you said the watermelon wasn't as realistic, bruh, I knew this whole review was capped because bruh, really? What are we doing here? Like Jeff, what's going on, by the way, man? He said, I just ordered ARMAF Go Mango and ARMAF Bahamas. Yeah, I was hesitant on Go Mango only because I know that they're going to send it to me. Bahamas, I knew they was going to send this one to me too. So I just had to hold out for a little bit, sure enough. But I'm digging this. By the way, don't believe the hype. You're going to see people saying that this Summer Hammer. It's got a little bit of Summer Hammer in the dry down, but it's not Summer Hammer. It's not a Summer Hammer dupe at all. They're only said it's a Summer Hammer dupe because of the bottle. That's the only reason. That's the only reason that they're saying it's a Summer Hammer dupe. You get melon in here. You get melon, tropical, salty kind of vibes here, but it's really nice. This is nice. I wore it today. Real nice. Let's see. Dave laughing at it. Dave said, for some reason, people take it personally when you don't share the same opinion as them with this super subjective hobby. Yeah. And you know, you learn to roll with it, bro. You do. You learn to roll with the punches with it. It just is what it is. You know, not everybody's gonna have the same opinion on a fragrance that I have. And there's some fragrances that I love that people absolutely hate. And there's some fragrances that I hate that people absolutely love. So it's like you said, it's subjective. The whole hobby is subjective. It really is. What was it I was telling somebody I didn't like, and they was about to have a whole damn conniption fit. I'm gonna have to think about it. But it was something I said I didn't like, and they were just like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Like it like I had just pissed in their Cheerios or something. It was bad. Let's see. They say, get it, you ain't gonna know, just wear it and watch the neck breaks, bro. He said, you ain't gotta know. Yeah, I mean, hey, Let's see. Is the top of pizza redundant if I already have Kajal 3? I mean, kinda, kinda. Because if I remember that DNA correctly, it's in the wheelhouse. With the way kind of like the ginger plays, kind of like a ginger type of vibe to it. Yeah, kind of, kind of. Yeah, and Kajal 3 will be a better quality. Definitely, it'll definitely be a better quality. Um, Peace is great fragrance, but it's not going to be the same quality as the Kajal one is going to be. I mean, price point wise, if you compare price points, then yeah, I mean, it's in the wheelhouse. I mean, you can get pizza right now, I think, for about $30. So if you're looking at price point wise, if you don't have a fragrance that's in that DNA, that wheelhouse, I say go for that. Is it as good as a clone of Tigar as Tarafi Blue? No, it's not really. It's in the wheelhouse, but I don't think it's actually trying to clone Tigar. It's got the same kind of aspects to it, but it actually has a little bit of an airiness to it that's really really nice. Let's see. They ain't laughing at your boy. They say out of these, which do you guys like more? Afnan Collector's Edition, Nitro Red Intensely, and Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. I like Afnan's Collector Edition. Like that's not even a hard one for me. Um, Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. This is where I get into the niche snob side of me. I think it's good price point wise. I think it's a great price point inspiration of that like must therapy. But I ride with the must therapy. I really do. But Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition, it's a variation of the Aventus DNA. It's almost like it's an Aventus flanker. Very good quality on that thing. Very much worth the hype that it gets. I like it a lot. I do. Name said collector's edition with a body bag. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Dave said, "Would you put it over rare?" I mean, he said, "Dave, would you put it over rare reef?" I'm guessing no. And how about you praise it? Dave said, "I would." So yeah. See, Dave is subjective in that aspect of like rare reef is a great fragrance, but man, collector's edition is something special. It's special. It really is. And it's crazy. I have a bottle that's unopened of collectors. That's just I had a decant, like a 5 ml decant, and I was kind of playing with it. I got a bottle of Supremacist Collector's Edition, and they ain't never opened it. So yeah, but it's good. It's really, really good. Yeah, yep. Dave said it. Yeah, collector's edition is a steal for the price. It's a home run. Yeah, man, it is a definite steal for the price. It really is, man. Um, Speaking of prices, man, I thought about this just now. So this is gonna be next. I don't think is it gonna be next week, maybe? I may do a whole countdown to 16, but I was gonna do it as a 15. Um, so I'm going, I just made my 1500. Oh, goddamn. Just did my just made 1500 subscribers. And I was like, oh man, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man, for rocking with your boy and subscribing, man. So I was gonna do a giveaway. And what else? What better to give away than this guy? Still in the packaging. But this is the Atlantis X-Straight from French Avenue. I've been sitting on this for about a month or so now. Um, is ready to go into the giveaway. So this is gonna be something I'm gonna give away. I'm trying to work out the um the rules on it because I was trying to debate whether or not I want to do a giveaway or a $2 raffle. I don't know. I think it's better as a giveaway though. So we're gonna see how that works. But I'm just trying to find a way to substantiate the folks in the giveaway because I want to do a giveaway to people that rock with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no random person to just jump in, and just be like, hey, I saw the giveaway tag on this video and I subscribed and made a comment and now I won and I've only been a subscriber for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to I'm trying to find a way to where it really not excluding people. I thank people for being subscribers, no matter if it's 2 days or 3 months, but I want to find a way to where I can really kind of be like, hey, it's appreciation for people who've been rocked with me for a minute. So still trying to work that out. Dave said we broke out here, Gator. I know, right? Say Dave Webster say true. Yeah, man. But yeah, so that's how the giveaway is gonna work. I haven't figured it out yet. The only reason I even thought about bringing any type of monetary scenario into it, it was just to make sure that I kind of weed out certain, people. But I don't even want to do that. So I'm trying to figure it out. I think what's going to happen is that I'm going to do it almost like a game, right? Where it's going to be like, I'm going to put like a secret question. Like I'm going to put an answer in like, this is one of the things I worked up. I'm going to put an answer to a question in 3 videos, right? And that means you have to have watched those videos and put those answers on the little, and submit it. And I'll put you on that wheel. And then spin the wheel, and whoever it comes up on wins one of these. And I may be giving away more than one. So we're going to see. But right now it's going to be this. I'm thinking about, because I possibly could be getting another fall fragrance DNA coming in, so that as a giveaway thing. So I'm kind of going back and forth with it, but yeah, man, this is one that I know a lot of people were looking for, or looking at. So might be something to think about. As far as like entering, watching the videos and answering the question and submit and bang. You never know. Never know. Time is it? Because I'm about to go ahead and jump off of here, bro, and get myself together because tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day. I got a whole bunch of videos to shoot tomorrow, man. I got got a tag video to shoot tomorrow. I did my Latifah video tonight. I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm not gone so long, man. I've got like 7 videos that are just sitting there in queue waiting right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably drop them this week. Well, some of them. I'm gonna try to stagger them out a little bit more. But the other thing I'm gonna do is start dropping more shorts. I used to do like a center of the day short every day. And then when I got in that car wreck, which was like a year ago now, I kind of stopped doing it. But I was like, I'm gonna wait until I get my new vehicle. And it has been a struggle because I've had all kind of crazy shit going on. With fighting insurance, fighting these folks and trying to get balances taken care of and all that. So hopefully that'll resume soon. So y'all hit shorts. And me, I used to do like sit of the day random. Anything up on this wall or anywhere actually in this room is subject to be on my center of the days. David Webster said I may get that Afnon for my birthday then. Yeah, man, look. There's some Athlon's dropped some good stuff this year. They've dropped some questionable stuff. As I'm looking back here right now, they dropped a few questionable things, but for the most part, they've dropped some good stuff this year. ARMAF and Athlon, man. ARMAF is actually doing their thing right now. I don't think anybody's doing anything like French Avenue, but ARMAF is really trying to get in there. They realized I normally reserve the cheaper fragrances for my birthday so people don't have to spend too much on me. Look, that's a good way of looking at it. That's a good way of doing it. I'm going to start doing that for Christmas. I'm going to be like, hey, look, just buy me a fragrance, bro. Just go ahead and give me that Lattafa over there. You know, I'll be good with it. But yeah, man, let me get out of here, man. Guys, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. And I'm hoping that I may go live again tomorrow. Just kind of depends. I had to get on here and talk a little bit, bro, because my Tigers went down, bro, and I was a little bit heartbroken by that. But it's okay. I was gonna say we're gonna hope for the best tomorrow, man, with my Saints, but we play the Bills tomorrow. So there's no joy in Mudville this weekend. But anyway, guys, man, y'all take care, man. Y'all sleep well. And remember, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, make sure you make today the best day ever on purpose. Peace out. Giving this away. Giving it away. Thanks, everybody, man. I'll see y'all.